Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We're up and running then.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
No, that's been intercepted. Chouameni. Bellingham, and it's Alexander-Arnold. Drills one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Valverde! Not the most accurate pass. Casemiro producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Aim forwards. And it's Dallo. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mendy. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Matheus Cunha. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that is well cleared. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. He's beaten the last man. Early ball out from the back. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Matheus Cunha. This is a promising build-up. Šeško driving forwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Plays it in. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's found a way past. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Burmo. And here's Menu. Bellingham. Now Mbappe. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Menu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And here's Rodrigo. Now That looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Trameni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Šeško tries to play it through.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Casemiro. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Menu has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Casemiro. Burmo. That's a good ball out wide. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shot could be on. Now it's Matches. He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop.
And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Diogo Dalot made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good ball! Oh, that's nice. And it's Casemiro. No, he's not getting past him there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
And it's made... Oh, he's all alone! Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Matheus Cunha, and he is dashing all. Tries a shot! And no mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Menu. Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
And it's Menu. And he welcomes it in. Traumeni. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Šeško. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's on it, can he get away? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, sweet feet. He's got away.
Forced to go back. Menu has got himself a free kick.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He'll fancy himself from here.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Bruno Fernandes goes short.
Bruno Fernandes. Caught offside that time. Pass somewhat off target. Šeško.
Bruno Fernandes.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He is through here.
That has not gone well.
Time and again they are repelled.
Manchester United can consider themselves just about safe now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be a throw-in. Passing nice and neat. Now he's running away.
Shapes to shoot!
And that is wildly off target.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Traumeni. Casemiro. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Mendy.
Valverde.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Oh, shoot it!
That's another chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
And time is up.
Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So we're very much on the way now.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
And it's Menu. Menu stood his ground strongly.
Menu! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Menu is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Diogo Dalot.
Now, can he find a finish? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's made its way to him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
That's the throw.
Mendy.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
Good take, and is he in? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Diogo Dalot. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Nice looking ball.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Great effort, but no way through.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
And it's been taken short.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Always onto this. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that's a good ball.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Now it's Rodrigo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire. The decision...
Tries one from range! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed.
That was hit with real ferocity.
Now there's a fine ball. That's good defending, very good defending. And Bomo. Diogo Dalot has it in a wide position. Oh, sweet feet.
He's having a shot!
Good try, very good try, in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
This looks promising. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. They get a throw in. Mendy. Casemiro is the guilty party there. Bruno Fernandes. And the pass is intercepted. Alexander-Arnold.
There will
It's
be
a
1
lovely,
minute
neat
added time.
pass. Yoro gets over and intercepts. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
And the finish!
Tchouaméni. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming. Knocks it out wide. And it's Menu. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Rodrigo. And that pass just didn't quite work. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bomo has ended up in no man's land. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And now they can spring out of defence. That'll be a throw. Knocks it into space. Šeško. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Tries to play it. Oh, shooting chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now it's Menu. Lovely feet. Bruno Fernandes. Very nicely done. Menu receives it in a good position here. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. So we've reached the hour mark. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played. Diogo Dalot. Cunha might just make this. Matheus Cunha. And it's Menu. And he is dashing away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Mbappe. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Bruno Fernandes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but
he still came out on top.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. That's not going far. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, played through for the wide man. Bellingham running with the ball. Could move up a gear here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Menu and Burmo has to go back here. Can he finish? Keeper's not concerned by that. Matheus Cunha, great vision. Oh, super chance, surely! Now he wants to get in on the act here. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's Casemiro. Lovely bit of skill. It's Casemiro! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Casemiro is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Picked out brilliantly. Chance! Goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
So the first goal of the game.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Looking to play him in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And he's intervened well there.
2 added minutes has been
Rudiger
indicated.
makes the interception. Valverde. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. 2 minutes to be added on. And here's Rodrigo. And he welcomes it in. No foul, says the referee. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Burmo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Manchester United really wanted this. I mean, look at those players
Please
now.
take
Some
this
are barely
opportunity
able
to
to
pay a
move.
visit to our
They
official
squeezed
store,
every
where
ounce of
never
energy
will
out of
today's
themselves to
match
get
are
this
now
result.
available.
And congratulations to them.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.